Audio. Just kind of wondering if anybody wants to talk today. I am sitting here wasting the day online, looking around, see if anybody's on, anybody's doing anything. Oh, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. My least favorite holiday of all. Yeah, Father's Day. Anybody can be a father. Few people can be a dad. Yeah, frostbite. I was on Stackers podcast late last night. What Frosty was on. Frosty was going to do a thing on Father's Day, Dad's Day today, this morning. I think he did. I didn't go watch all of it, but he had some good points, and I'm sure he reiterated the points that he made last night on Tiger's stream. I mean, I went to bed at 2 something, and the moderators on Tiger Stream were still going at it, talking about stuff I don't care about. So I left, went to bed, got up late, was going to go see my dad in the nursing home, called, couldn't get a hold of him, so I'm not going to go over and bother him if he's doing something like sleeping or getting a medical procedure or whatever. Anyway, my wife works at the same nursing home. She had to work today, so she was going to take him a card and wish him a happy Father's Day from both of us. And I got messages from one daughter, my youngest, wishing me happy Father's Day, and my middle one gave me Father's Day present and wished me happy Father's Day on Friday because she had stuff to do today and yesterday. And my wife gave me a card for a restaurant, so we got a gift card so we can go out and eat. All right, yeah, a great Father's Day gift. Buy me brakes from my truck. You want to give me something? Whatever. See, they want to give you a gift. They don't want to ask you what you need or what you want. They want to give you what they want or what they think you need. Not my favorite day. Christmas, not my favorite day. Every time I tell people I don't want anything for Christmas, I don't. I just want them to be here. So I didn't know if anybody was going to be live today. I just decided I was going to come up and talk about shit. I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? It takes a while for people to come up online because they get a notification that you're live, and then they don't choose to click over or whatever. I got a couple guys that'll show up, but some great followers like Kane and Darrow and Lisa Anderson and Mrs. Coin Crew. If they're working, they'll come up, but that's why I don't usually come up on Sundays because nobody's working. Like Mrs. Coin Crew, she'll listen while she's working during the week. And I don't know about other people. You know, Kane lives in Australia, so the time difference is weird. Middle of the day here, middle of the night there, probably. So I am going to have to go get some more coffee before I get this over with. I can tell you that. and you'll be looking at my turkey for a while. I want to get a couple coins graded. Do you guys know how to do that? Do you, like say, I know Frosty pretty good down in Texas. And I know he gets coins graded too, so if he's got coins to send off, could I send him my coins and have him send them along with his coins to get graded and maybe not cost me so much? And that way I don't have to do all that myself. And then maybe they can tell me whether it's worth my time and money to have them graded or not. I got a set of 2 coins that I think should be graded, but I would like to have them graded as a set, not in 2 separate slabs, but in 1 slab as a set. And I don't know if PCGS or NGC does that. I would like to have them graded by PCGS, but I find that your grade is probably a little bit better with PCGS than it is with NGC. So I don't know. I'll show them to you if you want. They're not a bad coin. Let me get some stuff out of the way here. I'm gonna take them out of the bag. I think I bought these on Durbin auction, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I got them in one of his bags, so it's a. Don't want to do that. I'm losing it. Oh, it's a 3 coin set. I'm sorry. It's a 3 coin set. See, it's got an Ike, a Kennedy, and a George, 1776, 1976 set. See if I can adjust the camera down just a little bit, and maybe this will help. You're going to have to get it down here like this. It's a set that goes in this little presentation case like this. I don't even know what the hell that is there, so. Oh, it's a little piece of cardboard that goes in there, I'm sure, somewhere. Okay. Maybe it's I don't know what that is. All right. Here's the, you can see both sides of the deal. And this is COA here. So here's the, what this says. U.S. Mint's Bicentennial Silver Proof Set. U.S. Mint's 3-piece 40% silver proof set dated 1776, 1976, honors our nation's 200th anniversary of independence, blah, blah, blah. And it gives some information about the artist's renderings, but that's about it in there. It's a nice set, and see, it's got that little piece up here, presidential proof set, that can sit up there underneath there like that, or it can go underneath here like this, which would probably be about the best way to have this like that, I would think. But the coins are just, oh man, beautiful. And again, these are 40%. They're not silver, but look at the proof on that. I would like to see these coins slabbed as a set. I think it can be done. Look at that Kennedy. Man, that's nice. And the George quarter. I would like to get this slabbed as a set. I don't know, man. I think that's probably one of the most beautiful sets I've seen, or that I own, probably. And I think that should be slabbed. But you guys tell me. I think that's one of the prettiest sets I own. And I would like to get them slabbed as a set, though. I don't want them slabbed individually. I can find all kinds of slabs of those coins individually, of those exact precise coins. I can find them slabbed individually, but you can't find them slabbed as a set that I know of. And I'd like to send them down to Frosty to have him look at them and tell me yeah or no to get them slabbed as a set. Oh, I was going to do another race, you guys, for some silver, pieces of silver. I have the 2 ounces up there. Over there on the table. Up. See the 2 ounces back there in the corner? I got those. But I also have these. It's going to be tough to see these, ain't it? I don't know. There, that looks a little better. I can put the microphone, magnifying glass on too. There's St. Helena's by the East India Trading Company. They're 1.25 ounces, 1.25 ounce, and they're 1.25 guineas. There we go. 999 fine silver, blah blah blah. 1.25 guineas. 1.25 ounce guinea. 999 silver. And on the front it says 1.25 St. Helena, Queen Elizabeth, 2020 East India Company. And if you look at the maybe I can find it there for you. See right up at the top where it says 1.25. See that little lira or whatever? That indicates a guinea. 1.25. I don't think that's pounds. I think that denotes a guinea. It could be pound, British for pound, but I think it's a guinea. 1.25 guinea, and what it looks like is an E or an L, a fancy E or an L. That's what it looks like. But you guys make up your mind. Let's see if I can find it again. It's up there at the top. Let me hold this right here. Up at the top, up there. Let me rotate there. See it? I don't know what that denotes as far as the denomination goes. But I was going to do a race, 1 1/4 ounce race. So instead of a 6 for 10, we would probably do a 6 for 15. That might be a little much. 6 for 12, 4 for 15. Nah, 4 for 15 be 60. 6 for 12 would be 72. That would probably be better right there. Probably do a 5 for 15 or a 4 for 20. No, I'm going to do a 4 for 20. Do a 4 for 15? No, that's 60. Do a 5 for 15. That's, yeah, 5 for 15 might work. I think 3 for 20. No. 3 for 15. No. 3 for 20. I do a 3 for 20. Do a 3 for 20. And then, I don't know, I was going to do a race for this one too, but this one's actually kind of neat. I bought it because it goes with all the buffaloes, but come on. See, it's a painted copper buffalo. Painted copper, regular ounce. So it's 26 point some grams. Buffalo, painted buffalo. Red, blue on the back, copper buffalo. Let's see here. We'll get you to look at it a little bit closer. There we go. All right. Damn, it's hard to get that down under there. See that nice red on there? Isn't that beauty? And then you got that blue on the back, blue sky, red landscape in there. It's beauty. It's a beauty coin. I don't know what I gave for it, actually. But it is copper. It's a regular ounce. It's not troy ounce. So I'd probably do that. I'd probably do a $2 race on that. I have to look it up and see what it costs me, but it's kind of a cool coin. I only got one of them, though. And I do have some 1/10 silver buffaloes. I think I got 2 of those. 1/10 ounce buffaloes. So I was going to offer them with a 1 ounce buffalo. So you would have 32.1 ounce of silver for a 1 ounce price. 6 for 10. Yeah, I'd probably do a 5 for 10 on that one. I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of something I was thinking about doing. Oh, I gotta sit back here and yeah, you know, guys, I'm just wasting the day away. It's Father's Day. I can do what I want, right? Well, I gotta fix a gun, so I better go do that. But just looking to see who's gonna come up, if anybody. Oh, I gotta explain my thumbnail on this one. This is Father's Day, so my thumbnail is my daughter's reception that she had here in Iowa. That was before she got married. It was a wedding reception. And then we had the wedding reception, actual wedding reception out in Philadelphia. But she did one here because she wanted all the family to be here and a lot of local friends, and they all can't go to Philadelphia. So she decided to have it here, and it worked out pretty good. The thumbnail is my daughter on the right, dressed in white. Her partner, husband, future husband, Caden Thompson on the left, going with the curly hair, and my stepdad in the middle. Well, Wilbur, Wilbur, Wilbur. Um, and that's, yeah, after he was in a nursing home. Still using a walker. I think he's still using a walker today. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, he probably still using a walker today, but that was after my mom had died. So mom couldn't be there, but hey, she was looking. Anyway, it was a fun reception, and then it was a month later, I and my wife went out to Philadelphia, and we attended the wedding and went to the reception there and the party, and it was fun. Had a good time. That's and we went out a few days early, so we got to do a little bit of looking around at the historic district. I went to the Philadelphia Mint, um, went to the Market Square there in the middle historic district that takes up about a whole city block under a roof, and it's just great. That's some great people out there. Uh, and you don't go to Philadelphia without having Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, of which I ate 4 or 5 at different restaurants. Where did we go see? Ben Franklin's grave, Christ Church, um, the Old Town Hall, where Continental Congress met. A lot of the historic sites around there, and it was fun. The old Christ Church graveyard cemetery where Ben Franklin was buried has a lot of veterans of the War of 1812 buried there. So we spent a few hours there. It was fun looking around and seeing the people that are there. Talk to the people. It's especially fun to talk to the people who run the tourist concessions at these touristy spots. Talking to those people is more fun a lot of times than just seeing the tourist spots themselves. But yeah, it was fun. I mean, there are a lot of, I'm not going to say a lot, down there. There are a few homeless people, a few beggars, met a nice couple and their pit bull dog. Didn't know from Adam. Just outside. We were just outside watching this old guy play music outside the market, and this couple came and sat down with their pit bull. I looked over, nice dog, man. So I went over and talked to the couple first and asked if it was okay to pet the dog. They said, yeah, he's fine with that. So, and most pit bulls are. But you always want to ask the owner first before you ever touch somebody's animal, because you never know. You get your ass bit that way or get your ass shot that way. So you always want to ask the owners if it's okay to touch their animal. Yeah, it's okay. Can you give them treats? No, I prefer not. Okay, so you don't give them treats. They say it's okay, then you can give them a treat. But, you always want to be considerate, respectful. And I think if you're respectful in a lot of ways, you're going to get along with just about everybody. And we did. I mean, predominantly downtown is either tourists or a lot of black folks. And and being from Lillywhite, Iowa, pretty much anyway, I would think a lot of white tourists, if you've never had dealings with people of different ethnicities and economic persuasions and everything else, you might become intimidated. You might just not interact. Having been in the Army active duty, I served with a lot of black folks, a lot of Mexican folks, with gays, with Oriental descent, you name it, because the Army is a great place for that, the military in particular, because nobody's a particular skin color. Everybody's green. And you're all treated the same. And you learn to treat everybody the same. That was me coming from a lily white rural farming community in the middle of the country. And so I learned. And as you learn, you become comfortable. You're not intimidated anymore. You're not scared. You're not afraid. You're not, your biases that you had melt away. Some are reinforced. Most melt away. But, you know, all of your preconceptions melt away. I can tell you that. It's kind of a fun experience. It's kind of a fun learning experience. I will say that. Military taught me a lot. I think if it wasn't for the military, I'd be dead or in jail. But life didn't turn out that way for me. So there's a reason that you do the things you do when you're young. There's a reason that you grow up the way you do. There's a reason that you change the way you change. There's reasons for all of that. Now, I was raised as a Catholic, and I mean, baptized, confirmed, confessions, Sunday Mass, all the holy days, blah, blah, blah. And I've come to realize that our religions are a form of control. That's all they are. Whether that's good, whether that's bad, you can make up your own mind, but that's what religions are. It's a form of control. Now, people are going to say, Gary, you don't believe in God and you're not a Christ-fearing person. No, I'm not a Christ-fearing person. Was Jesus Christ an actual person, historical figure? Yes, he was. Was he the Son of God? No, in my mind, not. Was he a wise person? Yes, I believe so. But I don't consider the Bible to be the Word of God. That's the word of man. And all of those stories are allegorical or historical stories that were passed down through the ages. So, what do you believe in, Gary? Gary, what do you believe in? Well, I look at the structure of the atom, the structure of its particles, of things that make up atoms, of the smallest piece of matter there is, and everything is held together by energy. Magnetism, energy, and energy is neither created nor destroyed. It just is. It changes form. That's all it does. And the universe is, you are, everything around you is energy. Everything you see, everything you touch, everything you smell is all energy. Energy is mathematically perfect, which means the universe is mathematically perfect. Now, if the universe is all there is, there are no other universes, There is nothing else outside of this universe this universe is mathematically perfect. What are the chances of that happening naturally? Astronomically thin, almost to the point of zero. So there has to be intelligent design. All right. Who designed it? What intelligence was behind it? Well, if you want to call that God, you can. Or if you want to call it Buddha or Confucius or Allah or whatever name you give it, doesn't matter. It's all the same. It's just known by a different name. And to me, killing people for the sake of your religion, Christianity is a good one. Islam is a good one. Good example. Because you all believe in the same thing, is ludicrous. That's just ludicrous. Now, if you're killing people in war because you want more power, you want more resources, you want control, see, I understand that. But to kill people in the name of religion is just stupid, ludicrous, dumb. Wars have always been fought for power, control, resources, economic reasons, others. But that war for religion reason is just stupid. And why do we even have wars? Because we're evil, hairless monkeys. We have evolved from apes to a certain point, and then our genetics were tampered with by God, the gods, and we were given that free will gene. So our DNA was manipulated, and we departed our evolutionary path from primates to what we are now. So there you go. We're evil, hairless monkeys. That's why we kill each other. But we also have that gene within us that makes it a choice. We can choose to do it or choose not to do it. And that's what sets us apart from our primate ancestors. All right, well, whatever. We can talk about that all day. We can talk about the Big Bang and the biblical theory of creation and why they are the same thing. And we could talk about the multiverse. We could talk about our universe being just a bubble that is still expanding. But on all sides, at every point, our bubble is touching other universes. All right. And so we have inter-universe alien, call them alien, God travel back and forth between universes. Or we can talk about different dimensions of this universe and interdimensional beings. And what are dimensions? Dimensions are all possibilities. Okay, you see what you're seeing right now, you're doing what you're doing right now. In another dimension, one tiny little thing has changed, and all of the outcomes and everything might be different, might be the same. And you keep moving forward and backward. So interdimensional is also time. Time is just a constraint on interdimensional. Um, I call it interdimensional activity. Time is just a constraint. No such thing as time. Well, if you don't believe there's such thing as time, you're right. You're getting older. That's right. I'm getting older because the universe is still expanding. If the universe was contracting, I would be getting younger. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing by the ultimate plan. The earth is getting older, the universe is getting older, everything's getting older as we expand, as the universe expands. And the universe is still expanding, scientific fact. Or so they say. But if time was moving backwards, if the universe was contracting, time would be moving backwards and we would be getting younger. Everything would be getting younger. So what happens when the universe reaches its outer limits? When it no longer can expand, when it's expanded to the point where there's no energy left to expand, the universe starts to contract. It's like blowing up a balloon. The more air you put in it, the bigger it gets, the bigger it gets, the more it expands. Okay, you quit blowing. The balloon has reached its limit. What happens to the balloon if you put more air into it? It will burst. Then what happens to all that energy? It gets flung everywhere. Well, if it's a multiverse out there, what happens to the surrounding universes then if our universe explodes? That ripple effect will be felt universes away. From the closest being the greater effect to the furthest away having the least effect. Right? So I don't think that happens. What I think happens is the universe expands to the point where it can no longer expand. Energy has reached its limit of expansion. What happens? It starts to contract. And it contracts and it contracts and it contracts down to a pinpoint ball of energy, the smallest it can get, where energy can no longer be contained in that little bitty space. What happens? Energy is released. The universe is formed and it starts to expand again. We talk about the Earth, the solar system, this galaxy being billions and billions of years old. How about the universe? How old is the universe? See, we have to have a time constraint there to tell how long or how short something has happened. But time is a human construct. It gives us something to understand other things. All right. It gives us a yardstick to measure with. How many times has the universe expanded, contracted, expanded and contracted over and over? How many times does that happen? Once? Twice? 3 times? How the hell do we know? We're here temporarily. You think human beings are going to be around forever? Nope, not in the least. Do you think the aliens visiting Earth, or the aliens that came in here and created a slave race and altered our DNA from our primate evolutionary track, you think they're going to be around forever? Nope. You think this reality is going to be around forever? Nope. We have expanded and contracted the universe so many times, and I think if there's a multi-universe, all universes do the same thing. And so it's kind of a, I want to say, perpetual motion machine in all actuality. Inputs and outputs. It's something that everybody should have a glass of whiskey. You know, what's even better than that is smoking some good marijuana and having great conversations and going over possibilities and what ifs and therefores and contemplating the existence of man, of the solar system, of the galaxy, of the universe, possibility of multiverses, interdimensional beings in this universe, um, interdimensional beings in another universe, slipping past and visiting interdimensional beings in our universe, which would be us, of course. You know, so it would be great to have those conversations again. I had those back in my 20s when I smoked a lot of dope, when I did a lot of mind altering drugs. LSD is a great drug for that. I know people say mushrooms are good for that, but you know, mushrooms made me paranoid. I guess if you get over the paranoia, the mind altering effects would still be pretty good. I just never got over the paranoia. LSD, on the other hand, was a great drug, I thought. Ayahuasca might be a great drug. DMT would be the chemical equivalent of ayahuasca. Might be a great drug. I would like to try that someday before I die, just so that I could know the truth of that drug. Maybe of the universe. It'd be kind of fun to find out. But I wouldn't want it to kill me. And it might at my age. I don't know. Or to hurt me physically, which it might do. I don't know. But I don't know if there's anything else here I want to show you. I would show you some guns, but YouTube won't let me do that, so I can't do that. I can take the camera and maybe I could reach around to the. I'd have to do it on my phone if I was going to do it. I can't do it with this computer camera. But I don't know. Am I wrong to think that I shouldn't? I don't think I should make it easy for my kids when I die. I mean, I'm making it easy for them. I'm leaving them some money, for Christ's sake. And my wife will leave them property because I'll die before she does. So she'll own this property and all my junk. But my daughters own all my coins, my IRA, my annuity, my stocks. They own all of that stuff. My wife has nothing to do with that. So Should I make it easy for them or make them work a little bit? Should I make a inventory of all my coins, how much I paid for them, where I bought them, where they can get rid of them, how to get rid of them, or should I just leave them a note saying, here's the key to my safes. Unlock the safes and you're going to find this, this, and this. It's yours. Figure it out. If they're smart kids, they'll figure out a way to get the most out of everything that they can get out of it. If they're not that smart, they'll just sell it to the first person comes along, take the cash and run. But I think I have smart kids. So I don't think I really have to leave them any detailed instructions. I think they can figure it out. Here's a question for you guys. Hi, David K&M. Happy Father's Day to you too. Daryl, happy Father's Day. I was wondering, here's a great question for you guys. I have I converted all my 401k at work when I retired into a precious metals IRA, a physically held precious metals IRA. So I have a trust that controls. I don't say controls. I own it. They're the administrator of my IRA, basically, of my metals. And I can hold them here at home. And I did that at one time. I had them in a vault, commercial vault. Then I took possession of them. And then the IRS said I had to have them in a bank safety deposit box. Well, then I started reading about safety deposit boxes not being subject to federal warrants and blah, blah, blah. And they could break in and take them anytime they wanted. And safety deposit boxes are not insured by the bank. So I took them out. Again, I took the metal out. I sent it to another commercial vault. So everything's in a commercial vault except what I play with here. Okay. The metal that I have here is not in an IRA. This is all after tax stuff. The metal that I have in the vault, which is the bulk of my wealth, is a traditional IRA now, held in trust. Would it make sense for me to convert that to a Roth IRA, because it is a traditional IRA, although the IRA is moneyed in physical metals? Would it make sense to convert that traditional IRA to a Roth IRA so they don't have to pay taxes on it in the future? I wouldn't have to. But if my daughters inherited it, they would have to pay income tax on it, would they not? Because it's income to them. It wasn't income to me. See, the government's going to get their money one way or the other. It's whether they get it from me or whether they get it from my daughters. So if I leave it as a traditional and they inherit it, they're going to have to pay taxes on it. But they can choose to pay taxes on it and take the wealth out in 1 year increments for 10 years. So they can spread the taxes out over 10 years. And they also take the money out over 10 years. All right, out of the trust. Or would it make sense for me to convert to a Roth IRA now, pay the taxes, and I'd have to sell some of that metal to pay the taxes? Or, and then that way my daughters wouldn't have to pay any taxes on it? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm thinking? Because it would be a Roth. The taxes are already paid. So my daughters wouldn't have to. The only thing that my daughters would have to pay would be if the money they take out increases their uh, um, income threshold to the next level, then they would have to pay income taxes there at the next higher level. But I think even a Roth IRA, if they inherit it, they can take it out in a 10-year increment, I think. And so maybe then that way it wouldn't put them in another tax bracket. I don't have any insurance on this metal here. I could ask the insurance company if my homeowner's insurance covers it. I know it doesn't on my guns. Homeowner's insurance doesn't cover my guns. That has and recreational vehicles like boats, jet skis, stuff like that. The only time it would cover is they are in a shed completely closed, and the shed blew down, blew over, or they're damaged that way. But otherwise, or if it's being towed behind my truck, then my truck insurance would pay for it if I got in an accident. But otherwise, you have to have a separate insurance policy on it. And I think that's the same way with mental. I think you would have to have the separate insurance policy on it. And I don't have enough metal here to warrant an insurance policy. I don't have enough guns here to warrant a separate insurance policy or boats. So I wonder if I could add that all together under one policy, guns, metals, recreational vehicles, under one policy, and pay for it that way. That might be a way to do it. I'll have to ask my insurance agent. Yeah. See, when I retired from my job, I took my IRA or my 401k that they had for me, that I had been putting into, and that they were investing for me. I took that money out of that fund and I put it into a TD Ameritrade account, and then I took the money from there and separated out some money into an annuity, some money into precious metals IRA, some money into stocks and bonds, and all of that is under my trust, which is now an IRA instead of a 401k. It's an IRA. All right, it's still a traditional IRA. It's a pre-tax IRA, so I'm going to have to pay tax on it at some point. My question is, would it pay me to convert it to a Roth IRA now because interest rates are lower, rather than having to pay taxes on it when I die, when, say, 20 years from now, tax rate is higher? Does that make sense? Especially if my daughters are going to inherit it. See, I'm not sure. I'm really going to have to get with a tax attorney or an estate planning attorney. And then would it benefit me to put the metal I have here, the guns I have here, um, and my IRA, which is an annuity, which is my physical precious metals that are in a commercial vault, and my stocks and bonds, put that all in a revocable trust. I'm thinking, I'm thinking that I may want to convert my traditional IRA into a Roth IRA, And because I no longer physically have the metals in my possession because they are in a commercial vault, I don't think I need my trust anymore. I think I can let that go. No, I don't think I can. Because I remember when I first took them out and I had them in that other commercial vault, and I had my annuity. I had Gold Star Trust was my trustee, so I think I still had to have a trust. And now I switch it over to another commercial vault, and Kingdom Trust is my trustee. So I think I still have to have a trustee. I think I still have to have a trust for the metals. Now, if it was invested in, say, like SLV or GLD or what's the dollar? TLT. If it was invested in the paper market, I wouldn't have to have a trust. But because I have physical metals, I have to have a trust, I believe. So, all right, I got that. Now, is it going to pay me to convert to a Roth IRA within that trust? And if I convert to a Roth IRA, because that is a after-tax dollars, then I'd pay the taxes on it. Do I need the trust? Actually, a Roth IRA, really nothing more than an after-tax savings account. You have some advantages as to how much you. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up, man. And don't get me wrong, I don't have a lot of money. I mean, I'm under $1 million, well under $1 million, but it's something that I want to leave my kids. You know, so I don't know, man. That's a question. That's a question. Oh, hey, I was going to ask you some more questions. You guys are here now, and you didn't see the start of the stream, but I was going to ask Frostbite. I'll ask you guys whether you think I should have these coins slabbed or not. I have a nice 40% silver set, proof set, that I would like to get slabbed as a set, but I don't know if it's worth it. So here we go. We're going to look at these coins again one more time. This is a bicentennial set. Coins aren't in here, but it's a 40% set. Here's a BU Ike. Upside down, of course. There's the BU Ike, and I'm telling you, those things are perfect. I see a black spot over there. What the hell is that? Is that on the... I got to look at that. I didn't see that before. Come on. What the fuck? Oh, my batteries are dying. It's on the case. Oh, my batteries are dying in my magnifying glass again. All right. There's the Ike. Here's the Kennedy. And here's the Washington. So I don't know. Is it worth getting them slabbed? And can I get them slabbed as a set, just like that? Can I get them slabbed just like that as a set? And is it worth it? Should I send him to Frostbite and have him say yay or nay on them? I would like to get them slabbed as a set, but if it's not going to be worth my time, then I won't do it. The other thing I was going to show you guys was this. This is a 1 1/4 ounce, 1 1/4 ounce Guinea East India Trading Company. It's 1 1/4 ounces. I was going to do a different race for this. Instead of doing a 6 for 10, do like a 4 for 15. And then that way you guys could get 1 1/4 ounces for the same that you would get an ounce at. I don't know. We'll think about that. Maybe 5 for 12. Would be 5 for 12, 24, 48. And 12 would be 60. Yeah. That might work too. Just to make it a little more appealing to people. And then if you ain't got a whole $6, you can do it for $4 or $3. I'll figure it out one way or the other. What do you think about that? 1 1/4 ounces. Yeah, I know. It'll be more if it was graded, I think. I just don't know if it'd be worth the cost. Hard to say. I think what I'm going to do is email Frostbite. I'm going to email Frosty and ask him what he thinks of that idea and see if he agrees with it. And if he's got any coins to go in and get graded, to send mine in with him. And then I pay for them that way. That way I might get a little bit of a volume discount. I don't know. But I think I'm going to email Frosty today and ask him that. Yeah, I tried to call my stepdad on the grand pad and on his phone, and he's not answering. So I'm not going to run over to the nursing home if he's not going to be available. So, but my wife had to work today. She works in the same nursing home, so she's going to go down and see him and take him Father's Day card from us and everything. My youngest daughter, she texted me a happy Father's Day, and my middle daughter came up Friday. She had to do makeup for a wedding party, and she got another one down in Waterloo, so she couldn't stay long, but she gave me a present from her and the girls, all the rest of the girls, and got my card and stuff on Friday, so not a big deal. And my wife gave me a card, so a gift card, so we go out and eat sometime. We're probably not going to do it today because it's Sunday, but we'll think about it. Yeah, I know it's more if it's graded, but just spending the money. You know what I mean, Daryl? And that's why I don't have a lot of new stuff up here on the stage, because I don't have an LCS anywhere close to me. So the new stuff I get is stuff that I win in races or I buy at online auctions. And Durbin auctions, I buy for my personal stack there. That's usually Canadian stuff. Usually. I'll buy some stuff like this Three coin set I just showed you. That I bought that on Durbin Auctions, but see, that stuff is for me. That's stuff that goes in my stack. Stuff that goes on my table that people want. Like what's hot now is all the painted stuff. All the fiery colors and everything painted. And I just don't see the appeal. I don't really care for painted stuff. Back in the early 2000s, no, back in the 90s, I think 98, I bought some Silver Eagles that were painted, the red, white, and blue painted ones. I have a couple of those. And from that point on, I was not impressed with painted coins. And there are some really beautiful coins out there, but it detracts from the numismatic value. A lot of coins you'll see, like I have some, and I like gold gilded coins. I have a gold gilded Krugerrand, a gold gilded Eagle, and a gold gilded Maple Leaf, which is gold gilded and black platinum. And it says right in the box and on the coin that it doesn't have any numismatic value anymore because they are gilded like that and painted. So I'm not sure if that applies to all painted coins. So you don't have any numismatic value there. You have the silver value when it comes right down to it. You have the basic silver value, melt value, but you don't have any other value except collector type value. And will that always stay there or will it not? Don't know. So that's why I don't buy them. And to get new coins, I would have to buy from J.M. Boyan, SD Boyan, Silver Gold Bull, whatever. I'd have to buy from online dealers and then put them on my stage. And that takes, 2 weeks? By the time you order them, pay for them, get them on a stage, take a couple weeks. And everybody's interest has changed by that time. So then you're stuck with higher premium coins. And they're worth what? Silver. So I put in my safe, I put Eagles, I put Krugerrands, Britannias, Maples, a lot of Maples, Philharmonics, maybe a Kangaroo here and there. Maybe some stuff from the Perth Mint, like koalas and kooks. I don't really stack them at all. Most of those go on a stage. I even have one kangaroo up here from the Australian Mint. I think I have a Philharmonic and a Libertad. I would stack more Libertads, except for the fact that people are collecting them now and there's collector value on them. If I could get them for like $2 over face or $2 over spot, I would buy them all day and stack them. But that's why I like Maples, because people weren't collecting them. They were just numismatic value and silver. And that's why I stacked them, because those are close neighbors to the United States. That's the coinage that you're more likely to see here in the United States rather than Philharmonics and Krugerrands or Britannias. So I stack a lot more of them. But now people are starting to collect Maples with different privy marks, and the premiums on those are getting out of hand. So yeah, I know. And we'll hey Brad, how you doing, buddy? Oh, sorry, I'll edit that at the end. Yeah, I know. Some people don't want the COA, but you know what? If you're going to purchase it with a COA, you might as well keep it with the coin. It can only add and not detract from the value. That's my opinion. Yeah, I like Germania coins, but Germania mint, but I don't like series. I have never liked series of coins. Or if I get one, oh, I got to have all of them. No, I don't want to do that because then they raise premiums on stuff on the next one and the next one and the next one. And then if they have a series, say a particular year of that series, and they don't do as big a run, then the collector value on that coin is more than. So that's why I don't like to collect series. I never have liked to collect series. There's only two series that I collect, and that's the Canadian commemorative, the first Special Service Force coins. I collect those whenever I find them, and I'm missing 3 coins from that set yet. And the Perth anniversary, the P125 Dragon. I think it was the Lunar Series 3 Dragon. I have all but a couple of those. And what I'll do is I'll sell them as a set. Once I get that complete, I'll sell it as a set. I don't necessarily like them. I mean, I like that dragon design as compared to all the other ones. And that's why I started collecting them. But then I found out that, Jesus Christ, they made them all the way from a kilo down to a quarter ounce. Then they made it the plain version plus the colored version. And then they made, so then it started to become too much. So I will finish collecting them and I'll get rid of them because I don't want to have a goddamn series coin. Yeah, I can go edit that goddamn. I don't know if I can do that in the middle of a stream or not. It's got an edit button down here, but I think I'd have to end the stream to do that. So I'm not going to do that right now at this time. It's Sunday, no mail today, no mail openings. Not a big deal. I think I'll bring those 3 gold gilded ones in and show you. I think I got all 3 of them from Silver Selling Machine. I think I either won or I bought them, one or the other. I know I bought the Kruger in. I did buy the Maple. I know that. I might have won the Eagle. Exactly, Daryl. I was thinking about the UFO rounds too, and now everybody is making UFO rounds. Good God, we got UFOs and aliens everywhere. So if I get, say, I get one at a race win, and I wouldn't normally pick one, but let's say I go on Farmer's Auction and he's selling them for $31 a piece or $30 a piece. I'll buy 10 of them, put them in a tube. That's it. They're just silver. To me, it's just silver. So I don't know. And gold, the same way. You know, I don't really particularly collect any particular gold piece. If it's gold, it's gold. And I have, good God, what do we got? I have a lot of the Graham Maple Leafs coins. I think I have one Philharmonic, one Krugerrand, or a couple of each. I might have one Britannia. My favorite size of gold is 1/10 ounce coins. That's my favorite size. But you can only buy one of those a month, maybe at that. I buy one a month. And what am I getting right now? Am I getting Britannias or am I getting ASEs? I think I'm getting Maple Leafs or Britannias right now. Whichever is cheaper, um, I get. And if they're Eagles and they're only like a $2 premium over Maple Leaf, then I'll buy Eagles. But um, I think right now I'm buying Maple Leafs, I believe, because I have a subscription service. So I pay them for 1/10 ounce a month, and it's automatic. Comes out of my checking account. I don't even look at it. They ship it to me every 3 months. I used to do silver too. I'm not doing that anymore. Not since the premiums have been all over the place on silver. So gold, yeah. What do I got for platinum? I took a chance on some platinum. I think I have 20 ounces in the commercial vault. I might have an ounce or two here that I've gotten, in tenths or grams at a time. But I would like to have, before I die, 3 ounces of palladium, 3 ounces of rhodium, and 3 crystals of osmium. Everything in the platinum group. I have an ounce of anidium, indium, something like that. I have an ounce of that too. But I don't know if I want to buy less metals and say I don't like buying debt instruments, so I don't like buying bonds. And I don't like holding a lot of cash. I would rather have it in something physical. I think I might start buying some copper. Hey Darren, hey buddy. Yeah, we're just talking about some strategies, you know, um, as far as what we stack and how um, we can benefit ourselves uh, by taxes. I was wondering because uh, most of my IRA is metals, physical metals, physical precious metals. I have an annuity, yes, over here. I have an annuity. Um, Probably should have bought another one, but I don't know. Anyway, so the rest of it's in metals in a commercial vault. That's a traditional IRA. Would it pay me to convert that metal and that annuity into a tradition or into a Roth IRA? Put that all into a Roth IRA, which means that I pay the taxes on it now while the tax rate's lower rather than uh, paying taxes on it when I give it to my children, my girls, and then they have to pay the taxes on it. And taxes will be higher in the future. That's taxes. That's the way it's going to go. And the government's going to get their share one way or the other. The only thing we can do is soften the blow by extending the tax liability out over a 10-year period, which I think they'll be able to do. So they will have to take their money in a 10-year period, so much per year for 10 years, but that also evens out their tax liability over 10 years. Or do I pay the taxes now, which means I would have to sell part of my metals to pay the taxes? Or do I take some of that annuity money that's set aside, pay the taxes, and keep the metals that I have? It's a question. Don't know. Yeah, 20-ounce block of copper. Wow. Let's see, 20 ounces. What's 20 ounces? How many grams is that? Oh, I don't want to do that. I fucked up my. Let's go to apps there. Okay, move that over there. Well, I want my calculator. Where's my calculator? Calculator right there. Okay, 20 times 31.1 equal. That's 622 grams. That's a lot of copper, man. That's a lot of copper. Okay. I probably should get some copper then. I have lead. I got about 500 pounds of lead that I've cleaned up and poured off into bars. I figured that's about all I needed. Yeah, I should probably get some lead, or I mean some copper. So you have copper, lead, silver, gold, platinum. I mean, what the hell else do you need? I got a steel pile out here. I got old iron. What else does the person need? I don't know. Store some gasoline. I don't know. Put up a still so that you make your own alcohol. I don't know. 566.99 grams. Oh, you're doing a regular ounce, aren't you? So yeah, you get 20 ounce block times 26. I think 26.7. Yeah, okay. So you're doing regular. So if you did 20 ounces times 31.1, because that's a troy ounce, be 622 grams. And you say you got 100 ounces or less, 100 ounce. Well, that's, I mean, 31.1 times 100 is 3,101 grams. So, yeah, that's, yeah, YouTube is very helpful that way. I found out about collecting, stacking metals. I didn't really find out about it until I got on Facebook, and then um, I got taken a couple of times. I paid for some overpriced um, eagles. I mean, way overpriced eagles. I got 3 or 4 of them, and then I got a tube of fake ones. I got some money back on them because I sold them for $5 a piece. But I think I spent $20 a piece on them. So I got taken a couple times, but YouTube has helped me a lot. I first started collecting silver back, God, I don't know, 1996 or something like that, when there was a guy that made a coin, a silver coin, for each Trappers Convention. Okay, every year the National Trappers Association, and there are state associations under the National Association, and they vie to have the national convention in their state. So they bid on that like anything else. And the first year that he made a coin for the National Trappers Association convention was when it was in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. I think back in '96. I think silver was at $8 an ounce, and he was selling a coin for $12 or something like that, because he had to pour them, have them made, whatever. And it have the town on there, Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and they usually have an animal on there that denotes that their state at that time. So it was a Fond du Lac fox, a red fox, and have the date of convention and blah blah blah. And I started collecting them in '96. I got one every year up until he quit making them back a few years ago because silver got so high. And I don't think it would have made any difference. He could have still kept making them, and people would have still kept buying them. Even today, at $30 an ounce, they say he wanted $40 an ounce for a Trappers Association coin. I would pay it. I would buy it. But I bought every coin that man ever made except for one. And I bought coins from him that he made that weren't associated with Trappers. He has a Jesus fish coin. I have two of those. He has American flag coin or whatever. I have all of them. At least one of everything he's ever made, except for the first six. He made 6 1-ounce gold coins for that first National Trappers Convention. And he has 2 or 3 of them. And there are 3 or 4 people in this world that have a complete set. And I'm almost complete. And he wants a good 2 or 3 times the price of gold for that 1 ounce. And I would like to get it. I really would. Maybe someday I'll have it before I die. But anyway. Hey, Kraken, how are you, buddy? Guy's blowing me on there. Yeah, like who? Mr. Platypus. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Just a second. I have that in my drawer here. I gotta take it outside to the safe yet. But you see, I still have the note on it. It says, can you read that? Yeah, that coin is still in there. It's going out to my safe. I have a little box in my safe with all the things that people have gifted to me, except for this one up here, and it'll probably go out too. This is the one that Kiwi gifted to me. It's a Haley bug mushroom. You see that? It's a Haley bug. I have to get my big fat fingers out of the way. There we go. My Haley bug mushroom. And that one's going out also. I have one from Tiger Stacker. He gifted me a snake, a tiger snake. And I got a couple from Meg and Ashley. Little Grammys. The Who Wants to Shuck Me and the other funny ones they gifted to me. So all of them are out there in that special little box. And I got a note in the box telling my girls that they can't sell them. They have to keep them. They can sell all the rest of them. They just can't sell them. just tell us who the bullies are, and we'll tell you to stay away from them. And maybe we'll just go and report their. We can do that. It's easy enough to do. And I would bet that I know a couple of them already, and I don't go to their sites anymore. I stay away from them. I just go there every once in a while to see who's on there, and you just keep a list of names. Yeah, Kraken, platypuses and manatees. I don't know why I like them two critters, but I do. And otters remind me a lot of platypuses, the way they play in the water and stuff. So I like otters too. But otters are one of those animals we trap here in Iowa. So I like them as a fur bearing animal. I don't like them as fish eaters. God, they'll clean a stream out in a heartbeat. So whenever we get otters down here on the river, I try to trap a few. Hey, Scratch, how are you, buddy? Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to Kraken. Darren, Daryl, I said Happy Father's Day. And when I started this stream, I made the comment that Father's Day is one of my least favorite holidays. I don't want people to give me anything for Father's Day. Father's Day is every day. I just want kids to visit, cook out. If I was still drinking, I'd have some beers, maybe a whiskey or two. And now I'm not, so I'm drinking coffee. My wife is working today. My daughters have all wished me a happy Father's Day, either by text message or Friday when my middle daughter came up, because she was busy Saturday and Sunday, so today, so she had stuff to do. So she made the effort to come up on Friday and bring me a gift. So, all right, I'll go with that. I'm fine with it. Didn't need the gift, Happy she came up, but you hear that? You hear it? That's an ounce of silver at the bottom of my coffee cup. I figure coffee is kind of acidic, so it'll eat away at that silver over time. And so I'll get my colloidal silver while I'm drinking coffee all the time. I don't know. It's worth a try. Now, do not scratch me. Yeah, see, Darren, there were a couple of guys that were bullying Ashley too on the internet, and she just let us know all their names of the guys, and we got them. I have them hanging here on my computer, and so when I see them, if they ever want to get in my races, I will not allow them to, and I will block them from the stream. I don't need people bullying other people on the internet. It's useless. It's stupid. So You guys should have been here earlier when I was sitting here talking to myself about energy and vibration and the universe and expansion and contraction and uh, multi-universe theory and interdimensional beings and uh, that kind of stuff. That it's a was a cool little discussion with myself. You know that some of the best discussions I've ever had with other people, and when I've had the most insight, is when I don't do it anymore, drugs, um, psychedelic drugs, or marijuana. Just having great conversations and exploring possibilities and doing the what if. And I know it's a cliche, especially for pot. You sit there and you talk and propose preposterous and outrageous things, but it gets you to thinking, you know. So, yeah, back in my 20s, it was a good time. Yeah, I don't celebrate Father's Day. I got my stepdad's in a nursing home, and I can't hear him. He can't hear me. He knows I'm there, but that's it. And I tried to call him twice today, and he didn't answer. So I don't know if he's got something else going on, other people there, or what. But I'm not going to make the trip over there if he's unavailable. So my wife works at the same nursing home, so she will go down and see him. She will give him a card from us. I know the card's not the same as going, but I'm not going to make the trip over if he's not going to be available. So that's just that. Yeah, like I said before, Father's Day is one of my least favorite holidays. Did you know that Father's Day, if you look at the percentage of retail sales for the day, Father's Day, out of the top 20, Father's Day is last on the list, number 20 for the amount of retail sales for Father's Day. Why is that? Well, you don't get flowers, you don't get candy, you don't, you know, so it's not one of my favorite holidays. I'm gonna have to go get some more coffee. You guys are gonna have to sit here and talk a bunch yourself. I will be here in a second. I have to get some coffee. I will be back in a little bit. Oh shit! All right, I got coffee. I got my coffee. I should have made a trip to town today to get some more chewing gum, but I didn't. I didn't make it that far. I gotta take this out too. I'll be right back. A second. Just give me a second. Gotta put crap away. You guys want to see the thermos my brother got me? My brother's a police officer out in California. He went to the police academy out there when he got out of college because that's what he was going to do. He got me this thermos. And believe it or not, the Los Angeles Academy, Police Academy, has a store that you can go into and buy shit, and he can go in and buy. Look at this thermos. Got a nice cup. Top. Oh, yeah, I don't know how this works. Oh, I see. And you pour out of there like that. And I think this comes off so you can fill it up. Yeah. I haven't used it. I just keep it up here on the... It's a stainless steel, too. That's a nice one. But shaped like a shotgun shell. Good. That's what I call a nice thermos. Even got a primer there. It's got a tag on the bottom. What's it say? Made in China? Yeah, made in China. Yeah, they got a gift shop at the Los Angeles Police Academy. And he bought me that. He bought me a couple of things from out there. That's kind of neat, I thought. That's up on my shelf. Yeah, socks and ties. That you know what I get for Christmas all the time? I get socks. I get t-shirts. I get soap, body wash, soap, and deodorant. That's what I get. I don't use deodorant a lot, except when I'm going out to social situations, because I fear the aluminum in underarm deodorants with its ties to Alzheimer's, so, or alleged ties, I don't know. But I'm not taking a chance. I don't use the shit. Most soaps I don't like. I know a gal, and I can make my own lye soap. I would rather use lye soap that's scented with like pine or something. And every once in a while, I'll go into town and get some soap from her. I trade her for honey. And I can make my own lye soap. I got all the ingredients here. I just don't have any stainless steel kettles I want to dedicate to lye soap making. I don't want to make that much. You know what I mean? Or I don't want to make any year after year after year. So I don't have any stainless steel. You don't want to use aluminum pots. I have plenty of aluminum pots for defat frying, but you don't want to use that for making soap, because that aluminum reacts with the acid you have to use with the lye. Ah, good. More coffee. There we go. So, yeah, it's cracking. This is going out in my safe. And I have a set of new pants here from England too. I don't see new pants don't have any silver in. Well, the old shillings do, but not the new pence. But I kept a series of new pence from 50 on down. I think I got a 50, a 10, a 5, a 1 and a half penny that I kept just to have it. I don't know. I like Philippine coins from the 40s that have United States of America on them. You know, the ones made during the war. I like those coins. I have a few of those. And then anything that's got silver in, French coins, German coins, British coins, old Mexican silver, old Canadian silver. I'm not too big into clad shit, although I do have some Canadian clad sets because I collect Canadian coins. But if it's got silver in it, I'll keep it. There are a lot of island coins that have some silver in, so I'll keep them. The rest of them I'll just give away as uh, race wins, DAL wins, stuff like that. I'll give them away for that. Do I have them here? I don't know if I have them here or not. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I got a bunch of. There's a bunch of Canadian and island coins and all kinds of stuff in there. I just give away. So yeah, there are a bunch of coins in there. So I just give them away for wins. I gave away some 1,000 peso coins. They were taken out of circulation in 1995. They didn't have any silver in them or anything. 1,000 peso coins, 500 peso coins, 100 peso coins. Gave them away. I think those are gone now, the Mexican stuff. And people like to collect the Mexican stuff, so I gave them away first. And what else we got up here? Oh, I do have. I bought 10th ounce silver coins, and I thought they were all walking liberties in here, but there are a couple of buffaloes in there. So I'm going to put one of these buffaloes with a regular 1 ounce buffalo coin and do that as a race win. Those are kind of neat. I don't know where I got them. I get them from Farmer or whatever. And then I had to apologize to people because I was going to race this as a 5 ounce. I thought this was a 5 ounce slab. It's got an Indian on the front, if you can see it right there. It's a frosted Indian, so it's kind of hard to see. But I couldn't find any place on here where it said what it was, and I took the 5 and the V to mean it was 5 ounce. It doesn't say that it's an ounce on there anywhere. It does say it's 999 silver. It just doesn't say what the weight is. So I actually had to go downstairs to get my beam scale that I do reloading on, because my electronic scale up here only weighs up to 3 ounces or 2.5. And so I put this on my beam scale. I took it out of the case. And Brad V said it. These things are 4 ounces. So I had to apologize to everybody, but we're going to race this as a 4 ouncer then. And we'll see if anybody wants that. Don't know if they will or not. And I have my other 2 ounces up there. I have that Queen's Beast, that Scottsdale Lion, and the hell's that other one? I forget. Oh, that Seymour Unicorn, that 2024 Seymour Unicorn. There's a 2 ounce there. And, you know, those are, I believe those are race wins. So to me, I can replace 2 or 3 single ounces, at least 3 single ounces, with what I'll make on the 2 ounces, race them. So we'll have some more stuff up on the stage. It's a little different. I'm down to only 1 kookaburra and 1 koala. So I brought in some other stuff. And some stuff seems to go good, some stuff doesn't. And the stuff that doesn't go good, I just put it back in the safe, and I'll bring different stuff in. I mean, I'll keep it. If you look over the side of my table, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 16, 20, 30 or 35 more ounces sitting off the side of the table that are different. Everything's different. And I just keep switching stuff out every once in a while and see what people like. But it seems to me that people don't like. Hey, Angry, how the hell are you? Yeah, those are 4 ounce. I found that out. Happy Father's Day to you too, bud. Ashley here? I didn't see Ashley sneak in. There she is. Where the hell are you, Gremlin? I've been sitting here talking to myself for the first hour, I finally got people come up, and I figured that's what was going to happen because people don't get notifications right away. So, do they have a 1 ounce also of those bars that look like bills? Oh, that one back there. I got 2 of them, but yeah, I got that one there. You see that kerosene heater down there beside them, that well house, chicken house heater? I have about 25 of them. I rebuild them and repaint them and sell them if anybody wants them. Here's my other one sitting over there in the corner. I got another one out in my mudroom. Oh, there's Mr. Otter. You see him? That was my first big male otter I caught. How you like my old piano? Maybe you can't even see it. Yeah, there it is with a picture of me on there. That was my grandmother wedding present. I got that from their estate. And that was a bitch to move, believe me. Oh yeah, you can see Mr. Turkey behind me there. You see Mr. Turkey? Move my head out of the way. If you look close, you see that beard? There's actually 5 beards on that turkey. And it's still, I think, the number 26 or 27th biggest non-typical in the state of Iowa. And I think it's 100 or 200 and some in the National Wild Turkey Federation books. Because that thing had over a yard of beards on it. I mean, it was, if you put all the beards end to end, there's like 36 inches of it. So it was a good turkey. And we had 2 toms come in at that time. There were 3 of us. I was calling, another guy with a bow, and we had that thing set up perfect. And the guy with the bow had already drawn back and was going to shoot when the other guy got antsy and shot. And the turkeys took off. I shot one right away, that one. Another one took off flying. I yelled, shoot, shoot. And he shot and knocked it out of the air finally. And the guy with the bow did not get a chance to shoot his turkey with a bow, which was sad. It was a great hunt, but you know, I took 2 guys with me that hadn't hunted turkeys before, and they got antsy. The guy with the bow did a good job, man. He waited till he turned. His ass was toward him. I said, you should have shot him right up the ass. And I was going to wait till he turned around, and then the other guy shot. It was funny. And you know what? I find it amazingly funny that people won't shoot at turkeys when they're flying. They assume that they have to shoot them when they're on the ground walking. No, you can shoot them flying just like pheasants. I shot one big tom like that while we were pheasant hunting. Turkey tag in my pocket. He got up completely away from the trees. He was down by a creek in some grass. He took off. Boom. Got him with 6 shot. And every once in a while, when we're pheasant hunting, you'll get usually along the edges of the woods. If you're hunting cornfields, turkeys will get up and you take them just like pheasants. It's fun. It's fun. Yeah, up here on the wall, that's my, if you can see it, that plaque right there. It's got when we took that turkey and where we took it and the guys that were with me. And there's a letter from the National Wild Turkey Federation telling me, congratulating me and all that shit. So, yeah, that was kind of a fun hunt. I haven't killed a turkey in a couple years now, but turkeys are fun, man. I like hunting turkeys almost as much as I like hunting deer. Yeah, better. Better get it up a little bit so you can see my face. Let's see what we got here. Happy Father's Day, Grandma. Thank you. You got the 4 ounce and the 1 ounce. You know what I would do? I'd melt them both, I think. I got another one out in my mudroom. I broke the glass in, so I have to get some glass made. My daughter wants me to get rid of it, but I got another one out there. It just needs to have 2 pieces of glass cut. That's all. Yeah, and my user firearms are out in my safes, or down in the basement in my safes, one or the other. These are my collector guns. I have a Mosin Nagant, an SKS, type 56, an AK, 2 AKs. So kind of Soviet Chinese collection there. And then over in this one over here, I got the, oh shit, the M1 Garand, the 03A3, the M1 carbine, Thompson 45, M16. I don't have my M1A. That would be my M14 clone. That's the one I got to get next. That goes in there. And then I'm not real sure what I'm going to add to that for World War II, Korea, and Vietnam era firearms right there. I'd probably put an 870, militarized 870 in there. I don't know what else I would put in there. I know Command Sergeant Major Kittleson, when he was in Vietnam, he carried a Thompson 45. Command Sergeant Major Kittleson only lived about 12 miles away from me. And when he got out of Special Forces, got out of the Army, he was the Command Sergeant Major of the 7th Special Forces Group when he retired. He started a scout group up here, adventure troop for boys and girls. And I was one of the scout leaders for a long time. I think from 1980, 81 until I couldn't walk anymore. And that was after he was dead. Him and his wife are gone now, but Sergeant Major Kittleson is the man. You might know him as a man who has been on more POW raids or successful POW raids than any other human in the military. I have a signed copy of his book. Yeah, most famous for the Sante raid Vietnam. That didn't actually get any prisoners, but it was a mission success. Just the intel was bad. Intel was a little late on that raid, but the prisoners had been moved about a week before they launched the raid. But as far as the raid went, it was perfect. Yeah, he was an Alamo Scout in World War II. So you can read about the Alamo Scouts if you want. And the scout group that he started when he got out of the military up here that I was part of was called the Alamo Scouts. So I know one other Sante Raider lives in Kansas City. And his daughter was one of my scout students. And she's a police officer in Overland Park, Kansas now, I think. And one of the guys that I was in the 12th group with was also a scout leader here. is an FBI agent. Well, he's a retired FBI agent now, and he's retired back here to home. One of my buds was a captain in the 5th group. And I think he was in Special Forces 5 years before I was. And he's a retired sheriff's officer from up by Minnesota, up by Minneapolis. He's down here now. My neighbor down the road is a 82nd vet with bad ankles and knees and shoulders and shit. Another bud who's a crew chief over here that lives by Dan, the man, the captain from the 5th group. He was a crew chief on Huey's, on a Huey helicopter. So I get along with him fine because that's my favorite aircraft, and I've jumped out of them and landed in them and got extracted by them and worked on them. So he's part of our little group up here, our little lunch group that we go every week and have lunch with. And then I know a former ranger over in little town over here. I think he was with, I want to say 1st Bat or Regimental Headquarters. I'm not sure which. I think he was 1st Bat. And his brother, who used to be my brother-in-law, because she's dead now, was my sister-in-law. He was a Marine recon sniper in Vietnam toward the end. And he moved from here and went up North Dakota. Oh, I got buddies all over the place. I had a friend from Kentucky that came up here a couple times and saw us and played some music for us at the local restaurant and at the outdoor rendezvous that we have every year here. He lives down in Florida now with his wife, but he was one of my Halo buddies in Halo school when I went through. Oh, God, who else has been here? My old team sergeant from out by Chicago came and visited one time or two. A couple of guys from the other teams that were in the 12th group came out a couple times. We did some shooting. So, yeah, I got guys that live all over. Okay, Kraken. See you later, bro. I'm sitting on I'm just talking to myself, basically. You like snacks? You want me to send you some more? Hey, Dennis. I'm going to have to send Ashley some more snacks. The last ones I sent her were, what did I send you? A couple of Snickers almond bars, I think. Those are my favorite. Oh, God, I love them so much. I like Snickers, but Snickers almonds are the best, man. Just the best. You know, guys, we were talking about, me and Daryl were talking about getting stuff graded. I have some coins here that I would like to get graded. I think maybe need to be graded. I just don't know if I can get them graded as a set. I have this set right here. It's a 40% set. It's a proof set. But man, I would like to get them graded as a set. And I really don't know if that one dot up there, that little black dot on the eye is on the case. So I really don't know if I can get them graded as a set or if it's worth it. Should I do it or not? I'll send them to Frostbite and have him send them in with some other ones if he's got them. But I think that set should be graded, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys think? And then the other thing I was showing off, I don't know if you guys didn't see it, but my brother is a cop out in California, and he went through the Los Angeles training academy out there, and they have a gift store there. And he bought me this. He bought me a couple of things, but this is the one I have on the shelf right here, my gun cabinets. It's a shotgun. It's a shotgun shell, and it's a thermos, a nice stainless steel thermos, shaped like a shotgun shell. So that's on my gun case. I like that a lot. That's a hell of a big shell. Yeah, I like that a lot. And I should bring these out and show you guys again. But I have a lot of stuff right here. And I got this one from Kraken too. I got this one from Kraken. I have this stuff right here. I should show it off a little more. I got that one from Kraken. It's a nice pour. I think it's a 0.9. It's right at an ounce. But yeah, that's a nice octopus. I hate to tell you. And you know what my other pours are, Angry? I got my C-130 right there. Oh, upside down. Never been upside down with C-130. But I got my C-130 right there. And where the hell is my other one? No, that's from Herman. We'll show that one later. Here, I think I got it in this bag. Yeah, buddy. I got that one. That C-130 in this one or Angry Warrior tackle box. Oh, Angry. I didn't ever get a COA with my C-130. What the hell's the deal with that? Huh? What's the deal with that? And then what do I got, man? I got more pours here. And I've been here's the one Reckless pour that I like, that I kept. I kept that one. A lot of Reckless pours, I'll race them and get rid of them that way. I'm not a big Reckless fan. Here's the ones I got from Meg and Alan, or Meg and Ashley. I got my Pew Pew. I don't know where I got that one. I think I got that one. That one might be from Meg. I know I got my wing head, my half-ounce wing head. I call it a wing head. She called it Gary. I called it a wing head. That one was from Meg. I think maybe this one. Ashley, did I get this one from you? Might have got this one from Ashley. My American flag with the kneeling soldier. And this one, I think I got from Meg. That was my other half-ouncer. I don't know. I like that one because it's got the coyote hat on top of that guy's head. You can't really see it the best, but it's like the hats that we wear at Rendezvous. And here's a cool one. This is a Dog World in You channel round. I got to get a Tiger Stacker one too, but that's what that one is. That's a Dog World in You round. And then, oh man, I'm getting a cramp. Oh, cramp in that leg. Oh, cramp. Yeah, that's not good. I'd have a cramp in that leg. Oh, here's the one I got from Mentally Corrupted not too long ago. How you like that bee? That's a nice one there. What the hell is this one? This is a 3.4 ouncer. And I got that other one from Herman. Got my Queen Bee dog tag from Herman. That's a nice pour, 1.18. I like that pour a lot. I like my bee pours, my military and my bee pours. And then you wouldn't call this one a pour so much as it is, but it's kind of stamped lasered. And that one came from Danger Metals. What the hell is this one anyway? 3.1 ounce. And I know that's laser engraved. And it's kind of a stamped piece of silver, but I like the hammered edges and the way it's cut. And that one was a race win, actually. So, and then I got a couple of who is PP? What something pours? I don't remember anymore. I like the Don't Tread on Me snake, but anybody know which mint that is? I'm not sure anymore. And then I got this one, and I don't know who made this one. It's the Egyptian one where they're embalming a body. See right there? He's embalming a body. There is no maker's mark on this or anything whatsoever. I don't know who made it. I like it, so I kept it. I don't even know where I got it. But those are my pours, man. That's all I got for pours. And I think instead of, if I collect anything from now on, instead of like series of coins or anything like that, like I don't want to collect all the Libertads. I don't want to collect all the Kooks or all the Koalas or any Germania series of coins. I think what I will do from now on is just collect pours. I think they are more individualized, more personal. I don't know how you want to say it. More character. I mean, I got a whole bag of pours, man. PP wouldn't be Popjoy, would it? Oh, Angry, I got to get one. I have to get an anvil from you yet. I don't know. What is the biggest anvil you make? Yeah, Dennis, I know. Angry makes some great pours. All right, I'll do that. I'll send you one. Get a COA for that C130. I'd like to have one for that, and I do need a an anvil pour yet. You got two that are almost 6 ounces? I'll take one of them. I'll pay you for it next month, dude. I will get one of those. I want one. Yeah, the fighter jet. I thought about that, but I never jumped out of a fighter jet. I never flew in a fighter jet. I've been around them, but C-130 to me is more personal because I jumped out of them. I jumped mastered out of them. One that I jumped mastered out of them is hanging in the Smithsonian right now. So I have more, and I believe the C-130 is probably the best aircraft, fixed wing aircraft that the Army ever had, except for maybe C-46, C-47, DC-3s. would be the civilian version. C-46 would be the military version. And I think the C-47 was a 4-engine aircraft like the C-130. Anyway, DC-3, C-46, and C-130 are the two best aircraft that the Army has ever had. UH-1H in helicopters is probably the best that the Army ever had. We'll see if the Black Hawk can hold up over the years or not. We will see. I don't know. And I thought I would maybe get out some gold. I got a couple pieces of gold here you guys should look at. I bought these for my mom and stepdad when I was in the Army, and I got taken. Those guys, they prey upon the emotions of a soldier that just gets in the Army. But I bought these when I first went in. A brooch for my mom and a tie tack for my stepdad over there. And I don't know about the diamonds. I don't know. I got a lifetime guarantee certificate, blah, blah, blah. Terrell Jewelers, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's real gold. Doesn't tell you in the certificate here what the gold is or anything. And it's got your all this shit. I don't know how much I paid for it. I paid a little. 10/11/75 was the date of my purchase. It was after I had gone into the military for, I don't know, 6 months or something like that. But I got to looking because I was curious what kind of gold this is. Style is a 9596, color's yellow. It's a tie tack brooch, registration number, blah, blah, blah. Still not what, doesn't tell me what the gold is. Diamond replacement, benefit card, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't tell you the carat of the diamond. Doesn't tell you shit. Lifetime trade-in, care of the diamonds, free diamond replacement. So I always wondered. And so I went and got the old eyes out, and I started to look, and I found out by looking at the back of the brooch that these are 10 karat gold. So I don't know what the diamond is in them, but I know that the gold is 10 karat. So not a big deal as far as gold content goes. It's more the thought that was behind it, but I got taken. I paid more for it than it's worth. I can tell you that. But at my mom and dad's estate sale, that was marked to give back to me. I do have another piece of gold in here I got recently. I don't know. It was a Mexican piece of gold. It's a World Cup soccer, half ounce, man. It's the World Cup of soccer. Let's see. 1995. I think that's what it says. Hard for me to see without my old eyes. I gotta look. Yeah, 1985. I don't even know if I get it out of here. And it comes out. I know I had it out at one time. Oh, come on. I don't have fingernails. So we use a pry bar. And oh, come on, you fucker. There it goes. Here's the back over. It's a half ounce. I paid a good price for that. But that's a nice piece of gold. And it was right at melt value too. So, you know, a lot of people don't like gold that's not numismatic. Like if that would have been a peso, if that had been a peso or something like that from Mexico, it would have brought a hell of a lot more money. But because it was just a World Cup soccer coin that Mexico put out, even though it's 24 karat gold or 22 karat gold, it was right at melt value. So shit, yeah, I'll buy it. And I know it was a little bit more than I could afford to handle, but I couldn't pass that deal up at all. No, the tie tack was 10K. I saw a 10 on there, so I know it's 10K. No, I'm not selling that gold. Not unless you want to pay. Well, let's see. Gold's at what, 2,400? Say. I bought that half ounce at 1,250. Yeah, 1,250, I think. It'd be like $1,700 or $1,800. I'd sell it at, but I got a couple other pieces of gold that really people they overlook because it's not numismatic for them to them. So I will pick up some gold sometimes fairly cheap. I got 1/4 ounce that's a Mayflower, and it's got put on the full armor of Christ on it. And people didn't want it because it's not numismatic, but it's gold, and yet people let it go for cheap. Come on, open up here. Good God Almighty. There you go. Oh, there goes one. What is this one? Yeah, it says "Stand with God," Mayflower. Put on the whole armor of Christ, right there. Rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. Right there. Nobody wanted that, and I got it from Coin Crew. Let me see if I can get a. I gotta get this over a little bit further. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do this. And they don't want that because it's not numismatic. It's something that they don't care for. I did manage to pick up a couple of British sovereigns, though. I did manage to pick up a couple of British sovereigns. A couple of them. And I got them cheap. They were at an online auction, I think. And I got, 3 or 4 Dos Pesos that the guys that were bidding on coins, and because there are professional bidders that go to those online auctions, they didn't want the Dos Pesos for some reason. So I bid on the Dos Pesos and I got them. I don't know why they left them, but they were, I mean, a good price. So, what the hell? I'll take them. Those are the biggest pieces of gold I think I've bought in a long, long, long time. I usually get, like I say, 1/10 ounce pieces. Do I have any other? No, I don't think I have anything that's any bigger. Everything is 1/10 ounce or smaller. I have some 5 grams. I don't think I have any 10 grams. I have some 5 grams, 2.5 grams, 2 grams, 1 gram. Most of my half grams got raced. And I do have some, everything else is 10th ounce or those Grammy maples or whatever. And I do have some 5 gram bars, but I don't think I have any 10 gram bars. Everything is 10th ounce. And what is a 10th ounce? 3.1 grams, right? So 10 grams would be 369. It'd be a third of an ounce. So it'd be less than a half, more than a quarter. So I don't know if I could afford them anymore. I might be able to, but I find it easier to pick up gold by gram weight instead of by 10th ounce coins are my preferred. And you say, why 10th ounce? Well, 10th ounce coins are affordable. 10th ounce coins are affordable. And most everybody can afford a 10th ounce every couple of months or so. But they end up buying grammars or half grams because they race them, and some grams. I race actually some grams, but I don't like to. I would rather race half Grammies. So I got to get some more of them. I raced my last one last week, but you can find some decent values in gold if you look for the stuff that's non-numismatic or old collector pieces. Like people are collecting a lot of pre-33 gold. And if you get United States pre-33 or old Mexican gold, a lot of collector value there. But if you get like British sovereigns or maybe some old Austrian German gold, you can get it cheaper than what that other gold cost. You can get it right at almost melt value, like that one soccer coin. That's right at melt for that coin. And I couldn't see why anybody wasn't bidding on it, but I can understand not wanting to spend $1,200 at a time too on an online auction, But depending on where you're getting it, you have to know where you're getting it. Let's put it that way. You got to trust where you're getting it from, who you're getting it from. But you can get some good deals on gold, man. I don't know. I've got. No, I'm not selling this gold, Dennis. No, no, no. The brooch and the clip, no, that I bought that for my folks back in 1975. I won't get rid of that. Those will go to my daughters. Um, One of them will get that. I'm not sure which one yet. Well, you can actually go into your bank and buy gold. I can't. Not mine. They'd have to order it from the Federal Reserve Bank. I don't know if they use Kansas City or Chicago or Minneapolis. Minneapolis doesn't have a Federal Reserve Bank, does it? Chicago or Kansas City, one or the other. That's like if I went into the bank and say I wanted $9,000 worth of cash, $9,000 in cash, they wouldn't give it to me. I'd have to wait a week or two because they don't have that much cash on hand. I know you were joking, but I'm just kind of reminding myself at the same time I'm talking to you. So, no, there's other gold I would sell if I had to, but I wouldn't sell those two pieces. It's like it's like uh, it's like these um, pieces I have here. These pores. I'll never get rid of them. Some have been gifted to me. Some have I bought from people I really enjoy their pores. So I'll never get rid of those either. Those will get passed on. Or this one right here. You see that platypus? Yeah, maybe you can't see it, but I put a note on it. I raced, I had a 2 ounce race. I had those three up on my table. I had this one there, and I really didn't want to put this one up there, but I thought it would look better if I had 4 2 ounces up there instead of 3. So I put this one up there, hoping that nobody would choose it. And I had said something about that at the beginning of the race and whatever. Anyway, Kraken won the race. And this cost him $60, $90. And he gifted that back to me. And I'll never get rid of that, ever. That means more to me than you can imagine. Because I said before, a couple of the animals I really enjoy in the animal kingdom. I really enjoy otters, but they're a fur bearer. I trap them. I've skinned them. They're big. No big deal. I enjoy their antics. But I enjoy platypuses and manatees. For some reason, I just enjoy those two creatures. And that platypus was, I won that on a race, and I really did like it. And he gifted that back to me. That's a guy there, man. That's a guy. So I won't get rid of that one. Oh, the C-134. I gotta look real quick. Got it in my bag. And my bag has to go out to my shop. Come out of you. My C-134 is 3.3 ounces. You see 3.3, and you see, what is it? This P right there in that corner. See that P? I take it to mean that said prototype. I don't see a number unless that's a 4. I'd have to look really close. That just looks like 2 lines, 2 lines, 2 lines. And you look real close, I don't see anything but the 3 AWT right here, 3.3 ounces there, and a P up here, P up there. That's what it looks like to me. I don't see a number on it anywhere else. And it certainly wouldn't be on the front. So I think that's what it means. It's the prototype. That's what I thought. I enjoy that aircraft a lot. Now just think if it had a 105 millimeter cannon on it and Vulcan machine guns. Spooky. Yeah, spooky. That's a great pour, man. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Someday I'm going to have those, you know, those black cases like the octopuses in that have the film in them. I'm going to have them for all of my pours. And then maybe I'll have someone make me a custom shelf so I can put them on there. But until that day, I got them protected. See, here's that little, you know, I've seen other people have these too. You just open them up and they have the little clingy windows in. So you can move them around and the pores around in there anywhere you want. You just open them up. But yeah, all of them are going to have those little things. And then that way I can put them on a shelf and display them. I don't like having them in a drawer. Okay, yeah, you bought them. They mean something to you, but nobody else can see them. You know, it's kind of like my bell. It's sitting up here with my little angels on a shelf. I bought one for my wife, and then I bought one for me. And I got a free gift when I got my wife her bell from Joe Durbin. And it's a little angel bell. And it goes right alongside of that one. This one I bought for me. And if you notice the handle up here is made out, it's trees with a road going through it. And usually the handles are 925 silver and the bottoms are 90%. Whether it could be halves, could be Franklin's, could be Benji's, but usually 90%. He does make some 40% bells, but this is a 90%. And you see one on Kiwi Stage. There are other people that have these, but this is Joey Durbin. Joey Durbin makes these bells. And you look at them. They're made out of coins, 90% coins, and how he forms that. I know he puts them together with silver solder, but I don't know how he heats and forms those. That's just, those are fucking, that's craftsmanship there, buddy. I don't care what you say. And this last auction, he had one. The handle said Concord right here. And up here was a Revolutionary War soldier. And I think this one was 120 starting, and I got this one for 120. I don't think anybody liked the handle up there, but the one with the Revolutionary War soldier and the Concord right here is a Lexington Concord bell, and the coins reflected that also. Um, he had that one started for $150. Starting bid $150. No one would bid. No one would bid. And I was just ready to hit that enter key because I had 150 already in. I just ready to hit that enter key, and another guy, Frank Mons, he bid on it. And I told Joe it was a good thing he bid when he did, because another 2 seconds it would have cost him another $10 to get that bell. But you know, he has the beginning of the stream gauze. He'll have one gauze there, and then at the end of the stream he'll have gauze. People donate stuff, and he has stuff also. And you just guess capital letter and one guess only, blah blah blah. And some guys are very lucky at it. I don't know how they do it. Some guys aren't. I won a couple times. This last auction, I won another angel bell, which is only about half the size of this. The handle is really short like that. It's just a little bell. It has a really small ding. This pretty good ding on this one. But I won another one. I won another bell. So I bought my wife a bell, and she got a free gift. And it was an angel bell, so she has a set, and now I have a set. Those bells are just, I call those are just a work of art. Yeah, Dennis. Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, I see. Well, maybe I can go to the bank and do that too. But it'd have to be American gold. I imagine Eagles would have to be. It's either you buy an ounce, half ounce, quarter ounce, or 10th ounce. And I'm sure it'd have to be fairly large order. You have to pay for it up front. I don't know if they would just order you 1/10 of an ounce Eagle just one time. I don't know if they would do that. I'd have to ask the bank. My sister-in-law works at the bank that I bank at, so I could ask her and see if she knows. I know I can't, when I go into the bank, I can't have her do any of my business. We can talk, but she can't do any transactions for me. She can't take my money. She can't give me money. She can't do anything for me because she's family. So, okay, I get that. So I'll ask her next time. Yes, platypuses and manatees are oddballs. Yes, I understand. I guess maybe I am that odd. Fuck, I don't know. Snoopy's got the smaller one. Okay. Well, see, I only get pours that actually mean something to me. You know, the C-130 means something. If somebody did a UH-1H, I would buy that. Not big into gun pours. Yeah, maybe, I guess, but I'd just rather have the guns. Just me. The anvil pour, I want one of those because yes, I make knives, and yes, I have anvils, and the anvil would be cool. And get a little hammer to go with it. Just lay it right on top. That would be cool. And the never retreat, never surrender. That one means something too. I like that one a lot. A lot. I still haven't given up on on trying to get you to do a trap pour yet. I still haven't given up on that. We'll get it done one of these days. I keep trying to think in my head how to make the piece to mold for it, because it has to be at least 2-3 ounces to make the sand and everything stable around it. You couldn't do anything flat and thin. So it, I keep thinking there's got to be a way to do it. I might be able to do it out of steel. If I take a small picture, trace it out on a piece of flat steel, and cut it out with a grinder and a Dremel, clean it up with a Dremel, and do the work around the jaws in the pan on the inside with a Dremel tool. I might be able to do that. I have to see. I'll have to experiment with that. Email, I'm going to write that down. If I get that fucking heart out of the way, then I can see what the hell the rest of that says. Mask Man? Mask Man. That's what I'm going to. All right, I will email him. Mask Man Metals. Okay. And I'm sure he has a YouTube presence or a Google presence. And I will look up his channel and get an email address. I will do that. All right, we got that. Oh shit, I gotta turn this off. Fuck. There. I leave that on, then it runs out, and then when I go to listen to a stream, then I gotta plug the damn thing in because the battery's low. All right. Text. Oh, you can. Yeah, okay. You can text me his email. That'll work. Yeah, I don't know where my wife's at today. She had to work. She usually gets off work 2:30, home by 3, something like that. But it is down 5 something. So she might have went to her mom and stepdad's because her mom's been having. They think it's her blood white count is real low, red count's real low. She's getting. I think maybe a cancer, bone marrow cancer. Anyway, they're giving her chemo shots, and I don't know if my wife had to take her someplace. Not today, it's Sunday. So she probably just went over to see how she's feeling and wish her stepdad happy Father's Day. So that's where she's probably at, I'm thinking. So I was left by myself all day, left to my own devices, and that's why I'm sitting here talking to myself. Why am I talking to myself? Because I like expert advice. I should have went outside today. It's very nice out. Nice breeze, sunny, warm. Should have been outside, but I haven't been out there yet. All right, Angry. That's yeah. I'll email him and see what he thinks he can do. because at one time I thought that was going to be my channel logo, that trap, because that's my nickname, Mr. Trapper. See that? The American Free, I added that later. But Trapper was my nickname originally. And when I had the Mexican guy, a friend of mine in AIT, put that on my arm, he thought that Mr. C, that looked bad. So he put the Mr. on. And when I was in England, I had it redone, made it thicker because he did it with needles and India ink. And when I was in England on an exercise, I had it redone. And that guy added the stars to the side, on both sides. So it's been redone. And then I had the American Free Trapper, because that was one of the old fur companies back in the 1600s, 1700s, was American Free Trapper Association, or American Free Trapper Company. You were either a free trapper or you worked for one of the big fur companies. So, and I am a free trapper, so I don't work for a company. And I still have to, and I got to get the gal to do it if she will. I'm going to have that double spring trap put right here with the spring coming up either side, on either side of that. And I'm going to have the chain coming off of the trap, coming around the tattoo with a drag, if you know what a drag is, because you have to fasten your trap to something, whether it's a stake or a drag, something that the animal is just can't drag away, all right, or can drag away, but only for a small distance. And the metal drags were a 2 or 3 prong hook that was attached to the chain that would get caught on brush or trees or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to have her put a 2-prong drag on there at the end of the chain. And I don't think she really wants to do, the one gal over here that has done some of my tattoos, I don't think she wants to do the chain, because it'll be a lot of chain unless we shorten it up and we do 2 traps and 2 chains, trap at the top, trap at the bottom, and then chain going down one side, chain going up the other. So yeah, that might work. I'll have to see what she says. But she's got very young children now. And the reason I go to her is because she's an ex-Marine. Her husband's an ex-Marine. And I go to her because she's a vet. And she started tattooing when she was in the Corps and got her license and all that stuff. And she does a pretty good job. Reasonable cost. Or there's a couple ladies down south of me an hour, and they do a pretty good job too. Those 2 ladies have a trailer. They go around all the motorcycle rallies, A-Bait rallies and stuff, fairs, county fairs, that kind of shit. And they do tattooing all over the place. So I've had a couple done with them too. They do a pretty good job. And I'm one of those guys that I don't do a lot of pictures like the snake or the cross. Shit. I don't know. You can see them, the crossed arrows and dagger there, or the SAS logo, or the original 10 Special Forces crest. I don't do color, and I don't really do pictures. I do a lot of words. Don't do a lot of pictures. Do some. Do a lot of words. So when people will put pictures of loved ones or hot ladies or motorcycles or some shit on, and it's all personal choice. But when I have people look at tattoos on my tattoos, I don't want people to have to ask me, well, what does that mean? Who is that? I want people to look at it, read it, understand what I'm saying and not have to ask me fucking questions. Boom. Simple as that. When you look at it, you know what I'm trying to say. We the people, ... You know where that came from. Live free or die, everyone knows where that came from. The only one that people ask me about, Molon Lab, no one asked me about that. This one right here. Remember, you are mortal. That is just a Englished-ized, Americanized version of the old saying that when a king came into power back in the day, that his court, the court, I call him the clerk, his trusted advisor at the time, would whisper in his ear all the way through his coronation, remember, thou art mortal. Remember, thou art mortal. To remind that monarch, that king, that emperor, that he was to pay attention to the people, because he's not a god, he is a mortal, and all of those people that he rules over are also just like him. So the only one I have on here that people ever ask me about is this one here. Enjoy every sandwich. People ask me about that one all the time. That one's on there for me. Does anybody remember the song Werewolves of London? Or Rolling the Headless Thompson Gunner? Or any of those songs that Warren Zevon used to sing back in the 80s? Warren used to be in the 10th group. Warren did a concert, I think it was in Leominster, Mass, up by Fort Downs in Massachusetts. And I went to see him, and we gave him a coin, a 10th group coin. Don't know if it ever got to him because his stage manager come out and took it, but said he'd give it to him. Yeah, okay. Warren never liked doctors. Never went to a doctor his whole life. Was feeling bad in his older years, and finally got to go see a doctor and was diagnosed with lung cancer because he was a smoker, just like everybody was back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. And so he went through rounds of chemo and radiation, and he would come on David Letterman, if anybody remember David Letterman, and Doc Severinsen used to be the band director for Letterman. And when Doc was gone and doing something, another gig or whatever, Warren Zevon would come on and lead the band. And he was a guest on Letterman multiple times, band leader multiple times, as well as his own successful recording career. And I think it was his last appearance on Letterman. Dave asked him, I think he asked him a couple times maybe, if he had learned anything from his sickness and his bouts with his radiation and chemo. And I remember one time he said he had made a tactical error in not trusting doctors, which I thought was funny as hell. Made a tactical error. An operational error, not a tactical error. Anyway, the last time he was on Letterman, he said he didn't know, Dave, I don't know what to tell you. He just said, all I know is that you have to enjoy every sandwich. Meaning, of course, that you have to enjoy the good things in life, even enjoy the mundane things, even enjoy the things you don't like. You have to realize that they're there for your edification, for you to draw knowledge from, to enjoy your life and the things in it. And I thought that was profound. So I put that on my arm. That tattoo is for me. And I don't know if anybody's listening anymore. I don't know if anybody's watching. We're at 3 hours. It's not hard to do 3 hours on YouTube. It's real easy. So I think I'm going to end it here. And instead of signing off with my usual live free or die, I think I'm going to sign off with that one. Enjoy every sandwich, everybody. It's Father's Day. See ya.